Have you ever felt like people don't enjoy talking to you? Like they consider you boring or uninteresting? And it all makes you feel like a lonely soul in this big world. But on the other hand, there's always that one guy who has many friends. People enjoy his presence, and he finds no difficulty making new friends or being the center of attention in a group. And you've always wondered, what's that secret that he knows, right? Well, you don't need to stick to wondering anymore. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete guide on how to make new friends and establish deeper connections. And trust me, you'll get there with all the secrets people usually hide from you. I want you to ask yourself a simple question. How do we make new friends? And the answer is, embrace the awkwardness. The first and foremost crucial step of making new friend is just going out and talking to them. Now your brain might be screaming, but how? You should have to rewire your brain for this. Ask yourself why you have fear talking to strangers, and the answer lies in fear of getting rejected. But does that even matter? You just have to create a spotlight effect, thinking that everyone is noticing you moves. But let's be real, nobody thinks this much about you. You're just a 2-second side character in everyone's life. So just go out and expose yourself to awkward situation. Make yourself uncomfortable, and don't take things personally. It's basically coming out of your comfort zone because there isn't any magic pill or hacks. Basically, you just have to go out and speak that first words that comes in your mouth. Maybe it can be a question like asking for time or direction, or it can be a casual compliment, because people love to feel special. And if you can make them feel special, people will love you. And if you took the first step, congratulations, you did most difficult part. Now, next part is of converting that casual hi into a deeper connection, and I will tell you how you will become interesting.
Become interested in them. You know, the best way to become interesting is to be interested in others. Don't worry, I will make this simple with my personal experience. Recently, I went to a cafe and I saw the perfect chance to use this little trick. There was this one guy sitting alone, and I decided to talk to him. So I walked up and said, "Hey, I'm new here. What's the best thing to try on the menu?" That's it. Just a simple question. And slowly, that casual line turned into a real conversation. We talked about food, the cafe, travel, and even our favorite movies. By the end, it didn't feel like talking to a stranger anymore. You might be wondering, how did that happen? How does a random chat turn into a deeper connection? Believe me, it's not that complicated. If you start the conversation, you've already done 70% of the hard work. Literally, 70%. Because walking up and saying that first line takes courage. That's the part where most people give up. It's uncomfortable, but that's exactly how confidence grows. Now comes the second part, keeping the conversation alive. To do that, you've got to ask open-ended questions. Questions that can't be answered with a simple yes or no. For example, do you like coffee? That's closed. What's your favorite type of coffee and why? That's open. But here's an important warning. Don't turn it into an interrogation. You're not conducting an interview, you're building a connection. Instead, use what I call the ping pong method. It's simple. Think of your conversation like a ping pong game. One person talks, the other listens, then responds naturally to what was said, just like hitting the ball back and forth. When they tell you something, don't immediately jump to another topic. Stay with that topic for a while. If they say, "I love cappuccino," you can reply, "Oh really? What got you into coffee?" And from there, it flows naturally. The idea is to bounce the conversation. Not push it, not force it, just keep it moving. That's how real connections form. Because being a good communicator and having a charismatic personality doesn't mean you have to be a genius. You just need to use a few simple methods and use them with confidence. And don't be afraid to add a little humor.
Everyone's life is already full of stress and problems, but if you can make someone smile, even for a second, people will start liking you. They'll follow you and see you as someone charismatic. And here's the truth. Being funny isn't that hard. You don't have to be a great comedian or a professional stand-up artist. You just need to be genuine and a little playful. Because humor builds trust, and trust makes people comfortable around you. But let me tell you, all of this will be incomplete if you miss one secret ingredient: confidence. You have to look confident. You have to be confident. From talking to a stranger to creating a deep connection, everything starts with confidence. Now, you might be wondering, how do you become confident? Simple. By taking action. By doing the things that make you nervous. Go to that party. Attend that public event. Give that presentation, even if your heart is racing. Because as they say, the fear that doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So in the end, don't just watch this video and forget. Take action. Go out. Do something. Because you can't learn to swim by just reading about it.